Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, it's been a good week for DCS World. They've released, one, two, three updates, I think. And some of the things that they've done that's very cool is they've created a new 3D cockpit for the A10C. And that's what I'm in right now. And I gotta admit, it looks pretty damn sweet. I've not been a big fan of the A10. I played it in 2010, 2011 when it first came out and got into it pretty deep back then, but that's a decade ago practically. So I'm not that fluent in it these days, but I know how to fly a plane, you know. However, take a look around in the cockpit. Everything is new, crisp, clean, and it doesn't look dated like it did. I mean, again, you can kind of look around. Everything's true 3D and up to date with most of the modules that they have in DCS World today. And the other thing you're probably noticing, maybe you aren't, the Normandy map has ended up with a pretty substantial facelift. So I'm looking out over my shoulders here, and the, I guess, hand-drawn look of the Normandy map isn't so hand-drawn anymore. It actually has some detail to it. It doesn't look like a cheap quilt, you know? Let me poke my head out the window here. If you look down, you can actually see that there's texture to those patches, you know? And the trees, they've done something different with how the trees are rendered and how they draw in. Not only that, the palette, I think, was changed too from what I was reading. They look more like trees. They don't look like those ugly stick figures that the other ones were.
Pull up.
Let's drop down. They still kind of draw in a little bit funny in VR at times, but they do look like trees now.
Altitude.
And not like stick sprites until you get it right up on them like they did before. I think it's a decent improvement and a major upgrade overall. And look at the textures, man. It looks nice now. It looked like a, European Air War from 1998 or whatever before. It was just really dated looking, the Normandy map.
Pull up.
And now I think it looks rather cool.
Altitude.
Not bad at all. And then again, I'm in better light now. You can really see the cockpit now in the A10. Just all the detail you would expect from a current DCS plane module. That's pretty much what you got here. Not bad, guys. And it was free. That's the nice thing. And the cool thing is, they just started yet another sale. I've never seen so many sales in my life, man. I think October had a sale, November had a sale, and now December is having a sale. I don't know if they're hard up for money or if this is normal. I mean, I just got into DCS seriously back around February of last year, so I had just missed the Christmas sale, or whatever they're calling this one, last year. But the nice thing is finally the F16 Tomcat module from Heat Blur is on sale, and it's on sale for 20% off. I think it ends up like $63. That's pretty cool. Definitely a good time to get it. Not only that, they've upgraded the A10 cockpit, and it's still priced at where it was, which I think was like $59, so I think it's like $29 now, on sale at 50% off. So good time to get into the Warthog, if that's something you're into. And again, all the other stuff that was on sale last time is pretty much on sale again this time for pretty much the same prices. The Normandy map, I believe, is like $24.99. I could be wrong. It might even be less because I was looking through. Oh, look at that textures. I was looking through my DCS profile, and I remember paying $22.49 for this map about 3 or 4 sales ago. So definitely worth looking into. All right, I'm going to jump back out of here. And let's see. I wanted to jump in and look at... I'm probably going to die miserably, but I'm going to jump back into the Spitfire since we're talking about the Normandy map. Actually, I don't know the Spitfire would be the best thing, but what the hell. I'm going to get shot down pretty bad. I suck at dogfighting in prop planes more than in modern jets. So, but I'm not afraid to do things. So, man, it takes forever to load these maps sometimes. So one thing I did notice, my VR performance is just a wee bit less on the Normandy map now than what it was because of the graphical bump in detail that they've managed to pull off here. Man, it's so hard to keep this thing stable. Ooh, I got him. The hard part's turning without ending up in that crazy spin. There we go. Uh-oh, he's on my boy. The hard time I have is figuring out the lead. Well, I hit him a couple times, not enough though. Come on. Man, they could take some damage, huh? Aha. I suck at leading these things in DCS. Uh-oh. And that just leaves him and me, probably. Aha. He's smoking. Oh, nice. How about that? I actually did good while making a video. Can you imagine that? Uh-oh. I forgot about this guy. I thought I got him. I guess all I did was damage him. Oh, he's going down too. Nice. So anyway, I wanted to look at the terrain. Man, I must be like overspeed or something. I'm having a hard time steering it. There we go. So one of the things they said is they changed the terrain or the textures of some of the bridges. So that looked pretty cool. And as you get lower to the ground, you can really see that they've added some different texture to these patches. So it doesn't look just like literally a colored patch with no texture, which, like I said, it kind of looked like, something that a 5th grader put together with a pack of crayons and some construction paper, Now it actually looks like on par with, I'd say maybe the Caucasus map, And in some ways better. Zoom. And there's also a bunch of different regions that they've added. You'll have to look. Oh, this guy's still coming. A bunch of regions they've added that weren't in here before. Visually, I guess. A couple new airfields as well, too. Yeah. I'm just going to quit this before this guy kills me and I look real bad. Alrighty. What else was there? Oh, so let's go to the F16. Let's pick the Free Flight 6th of June, 1944. And this is another one that you can really see some of the detail that they've managed to pull off in the Normandy map on the edges, like the walls that overlook the sea. But like I said, it feels like I'm down a couple FPS compared to what I was. Definitely feels like there's a little bit of a performance hit for what they've done. Let's turn off those labels, because I know nobody likes those. There we go. So just the coastlines look better in general, too. Yeah, I'm actually really feeling this in terms of like the FPS loss. Feels a little laggy here. So, like, the rock faces on the coastline actually have texture to them now. They're not like a solid color. At least that's what I kind of remember them looking like. Yeah, this one's lagging me hard, man. This is definitely taking a frame, a pretty big frame hit for sure. Well, that field's on fire over there. Here's more of the rock faces that I was talking about along the coastline. This stuff here just looks better in general to me. And they also did a couple other interesting things. I think like the afterburner effect was tweaked too. So it's a little bit longer now. And supposedly, yeah, it is. It's a little bit longer now. And supposedly a little thinner, I guess. But this last update did a lot of different stuff. But like I said, the biggest one was updating Normandy. And Heat Blur threw some stuff in there too for the Viggen, which was really nice. So now, in addition, let's see. So if you go to campaigns, in addition to the Mjolnir campaign, which is technically the name of Thor's hammer, if most people don't know that. So the Mjolnir Response is the campaign that comes with it, but you also get the Wrath of Thunder, which is a campaign that takes place just after the events of Mjolnir Response. And pretty cool. And the other thing is they had mentioned that they also did some tweaking of the textures of the Viggen as well. So let's go to Normandy. Let's go to the Harbor Strike mission, which is my all-time favorite mission to do with the Viggen, because it's kind of fun practicing dropping those high drag bombs on all them sitting targets that are like sitting ducks there. But the guys at Heat Blur, I guess, paid for the rights to own the Red Flag campaign that you could buy separately for DCS World for the Viggen. And I don't have it yet. I don't understand how they're doing this, because if you go to the modules section and you go in there and you click on it, there's no price next to it now. There's just a button that says buy. And if you click the buy button, it errors out and says, error, no price. So I have a feeling they're going to update or change that somehow or another, because they said they're going to give it to everybody for free is what I was getting to. So That's going to be something that's pretty cool too. And then take a look here. The good old Vigan. And it does look a little different. I'd say it looks a little sharper to me too. Just nice detail. Alright, let's kick it up a notch. And there's a variety of things they said they did to the Vigan too. Oh, the afterburner looks a little different too. Look at that. Very cool. Look at how the flames are kind of going off in there and the blue in the middle. That's awesome, man. Very cool stuff. It is a good time to like DCS. It really is. Alright. So this is the Harbor Strike mission. Looks like those guys dropped all their bombs. They got there before me because I was fooling around. Alright, let's just get ready and go. And go to external. Kick it around. Boom, boom, boom. Very nice. And again, I think this looks considerably better than it did before when I did these videos. Almost like the detail has more contrast, maybe. Again, it doesn't look as hand-drawn as it did before. Up, up, and away. I'll turn them labels off. Yeah, up at altitude it looks pretty good too. Here we go. Let's see what that does. Wrecked them pretty good. That's what it does. Nice. So again, I think this looks considerably better. And you've got extra content for the Vigan. So the sale is going. And I think the Vigan's only like 29 bucks right now. So if you don't have the Vigan, man, I feel bad for you. Because this is definitely one of my favorite air-to-ground platforms. This thing's just so much fun to go in here with these crazy bombs that it has. I'm trying to think, what else did they do? They also supposedly did some stuff with the AIM 120. There was all this talk about the SD-10, which is like the JF-17's AIM 120 equivalent beyond visual range type missile, being way more effective than the AIM 120 in DCS World, and everybody was losing their mind over it online. And the guys at Eagle Dynamics decided to tweak the AIM 120 a little bit, and it's an ongoing process. And supposedly they tweaked it so that the AIM 120 gets 10 to 20% more range now. I'm not going to sit there and tell you that's realistic because I really don't know. However, it's an ongoing process because I saw today on Reddit, on Hoggit, and some of the other online places on Facebook and whatnot for DCS that people were saying that after this tweak, the missile was actually slower. But you know what? People are always going to just pick this shit apart. You know, people can't just have fun with it. You know, that's kind of where I'm at with it, man. If they get close, I'm good with that. So those are kind of the major updates. And again, the Tomcat now is on sale, and it's very well worth getting, no doubt about it. 63 bucks for the absolutely best module in DCS World. Why wouldn't you? But again, Normandy, major update. And the only thing they didn't update, though, on this was, where is it? So when you go to the wallpaper, it's still, this is kind of what it looked like before. It's not as detailed as it is now. If you look at this main background wallpaper for DCS World, this is what it looked like. They haven't changed the wallpaper, so this should give you an idea of what it used to look like. I think it looks vastly different now. Definitely crisper. So that's all I can think of. It was a really good week for DCS, though. There was they added a TWS mode. Let's see. Hornet. Free flight. So the Hornet has track while scan. And I'd imagine that's going to filter over to the F16 before long, because what they've been doing is everything that they've been developing into the F16 was learned from creating the Hornet. And now creating the F16, they're finishing off, stumbling things that were holding them back with the Hornet by developing the F16. So people bitched and complained and moaned that the Hornet didn't have TWS mode yet, so track while scan, so they had to give it to them in the Hornet first. So RWS, TWS. So it's in there, which is pretty cool. So you can track multiple targets, and I believe that it's going to allow you to spam ram. And who doesn't want to spam ram, right? Oh, and I believe the Hornet's on sale for 20% off too. So it's like $63 right now as well. And why not? Like I said, I think the Tomcat's the absolutely best module in DCS World right now. And the Hornet's right behind it. I think it's number 2 in my book. And then behind that, you've got Harrier. Behind that, F16 and Viggen. Actually, F16 is going to be there. It's not there yet. But I do have an incredible amount of fun with the Viper. And it's got a lot of ways to go yet in terms of the damage model and whatnot. But, you can drop bombs. You can do air-to-air. You can have fun with it. That's the most important thing to me. I'm not going to shit on them because it's not done yet, So anyways, that's it for now, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. And until next time.